After taking a deep breath, he gently tapped the drum 7 times, just like his mother had done in his dream. Suddenly, his mother appeared before him, and Leon's eyes filled with tears and shock. In a beautiful city called Zephyr, there lived a young man named Leon. Leon was raised by his loving single mother, Emma. Whenever Leon asked about his father, Emma would tell him that his father had betrayed her before he was born. He had contracted a disease while cheating on her, and as a result, she could no longer be with him. Leon loved his mother very much and promised her that he would build a big, beautiful house for her when he got his first job. As Leon grew up, he worked very hard in school and eventually got a job at a prestigious company. There he met a kind woman named Alana. Alana was special because she was the daughter of Mr. Thatcher, the boss of the company. Leon and Alana liked each other a lot, and soon they fell in love. Leon wanted his mother to meet Alana because she was very important to him, so he invited Alana to his home. Emma welcomed her with open arms and a big smile, happy to see her son in love with such a caring girl. Alana was very supportive of Leon. She encouraged him every day and helped him to be his best. They spent a lot of time together, laughing and sharing stories. However, Alana had made a special promise to herself to only kiss and sleep with Leon after marriage. Leon respected that promise, and every day he worked hard at his job, saving money and planning for the big house he would build for his mother, just as he had promised when he was little. Leon worked diligently and secretly built a beautiful house for his mother to surprise her. He was so excited to show her the house, but on the day he planned to reveal the surprise, something very sad happened. His beloved mother, Emma, passed away before she could see the house. She died of a heart attack. Leon was heartbroken. He cried a lot, unable to believe she was gone. He missed his mother so much. During this time, his girlfriend Alana was there to help him. She was very kind and caring. Alana's father, Mr. Thatcher, also came to the funeral to comfort Leon. They both tried their best to make him feel better. One night, while Leon was sleeping, he had a dream. In the dream, he saw a drum, and his mother was there too. She drummed the drum 7 times. When he woke up, he thought it was just a dream and didn't think much about it, but he couldn't stop thinking about the sound of the drumming. It kept playing in his head over and over. One day, feeling a bit better, Leon decided to visit the house he had built for his mother. He wanted to see the place he had made with so much love for her. When he entered the house, he found something surprising. A drum, just like in his dream. Leon stood in the middle of the new house, looking at the drum. He remembered his dream and felt a mix of confusion and fear, wondering how the drum was there. After a deep breath, he gently tapped the drum 7 times, just like his mother had done in the dream. Suddenly, his mother appeared before him. Leon's eyes filled with tears and shock as he saw her smiling. His mother looked around the house and told Leon that she knew about it all along. She had seen it being built and had visited often, secretly. She then shared a magical secret about the drum. It could bring back the person you love the most for just 1 minute. Leon was overjoyed to have this moment with her. They hugged and talked, quickly catching up on all the love and missed time. As they spoke, his mother's face became serious. She started to tell Leon something very important. "I need to tell you about how I died. The truth is, I was killed." Just as she was about to reveal who was responsible for her death, Alana stepped into the room. The minute was up, and with a sad smile, his mother faded away, leaving Leon shocked and confused. Alana saw the tears and the shocked look on Leon's face and hurried to his side, not knowing what he had just experienced. Leon tried to drum the drum again, hoping to see his mother one more time, but nothing happened. She didn't appear again. Feeling sad and lost, Leon cried, his tears falling quietly. Alana saw how upset he was and gently took his hand. "Let's go home, Leon," she said, leading him out of the house. Back at home, Alana tried to comfort Leon, but he was very quiet, thinking about his mother and her unfinished message. He wondered who had killed his kind and loving mother. She never harmed anyone. Meanwhile, in a surprising twist of events, Alana and her father, Mr. Thatcher, secretly went back to the house Leon had built for his mother under the cover of night. They looked around to make sure no one was watching. Mr. Thatcher held a match and looked at Alana. She nodded, and with a flick of his hand, he set the house on fire, including the drum inside. Flames quickly covered the beautiful house, turning it into ashes. But why would Alana and her father do such a thing? What were they hiding? After discovering the fire, Leon felt something wasn't right. He realized the person who burned the house was probably the same person who killed his mother. He remembered he had set up CCTV cameras in a tree near the house he had built for his mother, hoping to capture the surprise on her face when she saw the house. Now he wondered if those cameras might have captured something else. Leon checked the footage from the cameras and was shocked by what he saw. There on the screen were Alana and her father, Mr. Thatcher, setting the house on fire. His heart sank as he realized that two people he couldn't imagine were behind such a terrible act. But that wasn't all. Leon decided to investigate further. He remembered another camera at the neighbor's house near where he and his mom used to live. He asked his neighbor if he could see the footage from around the time his mom passed away. The video revealed a heartbreaking truth. He saw Alana and Mr. Thatcher entering and leaving the house on the day his mother had a cardiac arrest. Why would Mr. Thatcher and the woman he loved so much do this? Let me tell you what happened in a flashback 1 year ago. Mr. Thatcher, an HIV/AIDS patient, had revealed to his daughter Alana that Emma, Leon's mother, was his ex, the one who gave him HIV/AIDS and played with him. Seeing how much her father suffered with the disease, Alana felt very angry and wanted to give Emma a taste of her own medicine. So she decided to revenge on Emma by pretending to love Leon to get closer to Emma. They eventually got an opportunity when Leon wasn't around at home, and Mr. Thatcher injected Emma with a drug causing her cardiac arrest, which killed her. They were so happy, but pretended to support Leon. When Alana saw Leon talking to his mother's spirit through the magical drum, and realized her spirit was about to reveal the truth about everything, she became scared. She didn't want Leon to know what she and her father had done. So, in a panic, she decided to burn down the drum and the house to keep the secret safe. Back in the present, Leon, feeling shocked and scared, bought a gun and decided to avenge his mother. He didn't care about the law anymore. Leon felt very betrayed and confused because he had truly loved Alana. He decided to confront them at their home. That night, Leon stood in Alana and Mr. Thatcher's home, feeling a mix of anger and sadness. Alana and Mr. Thatcher, seeing Leon with a gun, knew he had found out the truth. He threatened to kill them and wanted to hear the truth from them directly. As they finally admitted what they had done, Leon introduced another surprising fact to them. "My mother never had AIDS," Leon said firmly, looking straight at Alana. "She even donated her blood to me 2 years ago, and there was no sign of any disease." He revealed that he himself didn't have AIDS. Leon then asked Alana, "Is that why you never let me kiss or sleep with you? Because you thought I had AIDS?" Alana was stunned and confused. She looked at her father, his eyes wide with shock, and asked, "Is what Leon is saying true?" Mr. Thatcher, still trying to protect his lies, denied it at first. Leon, feeling the weight of his gun in his hand, pointed it at Mr. Thatcher. He felt tempted to use it because of all the pain he had caused him, but deep down, he remembered his mother's teachings about justice. "Tell the truth," Leon demanded, his voice shaking with emotion. "It's time to stop lying." Under the intense pressure and with Leon's gun pointed at him, Mr. Thatcher finally broke down and told the whole truth. He admitted that he was Emma's ex-boyfriend from 30 years ago. They had been in love, but things went wrong when Thatcher cheated on Emma and contracted the disease. He had told Emma about his illness, hoping for her to understand, but instead she was deeply hurt and broke up with him. Thatcher's pain turned to anger. A few months later, he saw Emma happy and pregnant in the market. She was with another man. just walking through the crowded market, consumed by jealousy and seeing Emma with another man who was the father of her child. Thatcher began to stalk Emma. He couldn't bear the thought of her moving on and being happy while he suffered. That day, he followed the man he saw with Emma at the market. He attacked and killed him, not knowing that the man was simply a kind market vendor who had been helping Emma navigate the crowded space. Leon listened, shocked and heartbroken, to learn how deep and misplaced Thatcher's vengeance had been. He saw how a misunderstanding had led to such a terrible act. After marrying the woman he cheated on Emma with, Mr. Thatcher seemed to find some happiness. He knew Emma was single and unhappy. He married the same woman who had given him HIV/AIDS. She gave birth to Alana 2 years later. Unfortunately, her mother passed away after 10 years due to the disease, leaving young Alana to care for her sick father at a very tender age. As years passed, Thatcher's condition improved, but his obsession with Emma never faded. For 30 years, Thatcher kept a close watch on Emma and her son. Seeing how happy Emma was with her son only fueled his anger and resentment. One day, he devised a new plan. He stalked Leon's Facebook profile and strategically placed a job advert from his own company, knowing Leon would likely see it and apply. As planned, Leon applied and got the job. This job was part of Thatcher's cruel plot. He had told his daughter Alana about how he contracted the disease, falsely claiming that Emma was to blame for his misfortunes. He painted Emma in such a negative light that Alana believed her father's distorted version of the past, thinking Leon also had AIDS, which was another lie from her father. Alana pretended to fall in love with Leon. This way, she helped her father get closer to Emma, leading to her untimely death orchestrated by Thatcher. Alana, manipulated by her father's lies, never questioned his motives until now, when the truth was exposed right before her eyes. Both Leon and Alana stood in silence, overwhelmed by the revelations. Alana was upset because her father, Mr. Thatcher, had lied to her to fulfill his vendetta against an innocent woman, Emma. She confronted her father, demanding the truth and why he had caused so much pain based on lies. Leon, on the other hand, was dealing with an even bigger shock. He had realized that Mr. Thatcher, the man responsible for so much sorrow, was his biological father, making Alana his stepsister. His mother always told him little but specific information about his father. She told him how his father cheated on her and contracted the disease, and she couldn't be with him anymore. Weeks later, she found out she was pregnant with his child. With a heavy heart, Leon confronted Mr. Thatcher. He told him about the market vendor, an innocent man who had been killed because of Thatcher's mistaken jealousy. Leon explained that his mother, Emma, had never been involved with any other man after Thatcher. The vendor was simply being kind, helping a pregnant Emma navigate through a busy market. That senseless act of violence was based on a tragic misunderstanding. Thatcher listened, his face showing the weight of his actions over the years. The room was filled with tension, sadness, and a pressing need for closure. Thatcher shouted in disbelief, saying Leon was lying. Alana looked on, still shocked by everything that was going on. In the midst of their heated conversation, Leon couldn't hold back his emotions any longer. He shouted at Thatcher, "You are my father, and Alana is my sister." The truth echoed loudly in the room, leaving all three of them shocked. Alana and Leon were especially disturbed by the fact that they had dated, not knowing they were siblings. It was a tough moment for both of them. Leon revealed everything his mother had told him. Alana, tears streaming down her face, apologized profusely. "I'm sorry, Leon. I didn't know the truth. I just believed what my father told me without questioning it," she said, her voice filled with regret and confusion. As the reality of his actions set in, Thatcher was overwhelmed with shock and disbelief. Suddenly, he clutched his chest in pain and collapsed. It seemed he was having a heart attack. Leon, who had already called the police, watched as they arrived and quickly assessed the situation. The officers called for medical help and took Alana and the now unconscious Thatcher into custody. Thatcher was rushed to the prison hospital where he slipped into a coma. The house was now quiet, the police having taken Thatcher and Alana away. Leon stood alone, trying to process everything that had happened. It was a lot for him to take in. The truth about his family, the deceit, and now realizing his precious mother had died for such foolish reasons. Leon felt sad and cried a lot, upset about everything that had happened. Even though she was in prison, Alana kept sending messages to Leon, apologizing. She was very confused and felt terrible about what had happened. But it was too late for a sorry to fix things. A month passed and the court decided what would happen to Alana and her father. Alana was given 10 years in prison because she had helped her father in a plan that led to the death of an innocent person. Thatcher, who was still in a coma and couldn't even wake up to hear the news, was sentenced to spend the rest of his life in prison. He was punished for murdering Emma and the vendor at the market 30 years ago, along with many other bad things he had done. Leon was left to think about all this. He missed his mother, Emma, very much and felt alone, but he knew he needed to find a way to live his life without all the sadness. As the days turned into months, Leon worked hard to find peace and happiness again. He remembered his mother's love and her wishes